Hello guys, welcome back to our session. So in today's session we will be doing the other two parajumbles that were asked in CAT 2020 slot 2. So in the previous video I had already solved a parajumble that was very tough, right? Or you can say very tricky. And in today's session, today's video, I will be solving two parajumbles. One that was tough and one that was very easy. Okay, so the one that is very easy, I personally did not think that CAT can ask such type of question. Okay, but let us see how you can solve the question and what approach you should make. तो चलो आते हैं सबसे पहले first parajumble पे. Okay, so this was parajumble number 2 asked in CAT 2020 slot 2. So now if you want you can pause the video. Okay, you can pause the video, take your time, solve the question, okay, then continue with the video. Okay, so let me read the passage, all the options, all the lines, right? So now option number A starts with but. So it is very obvious choice, a sentence that starts with but cannot be the first sentence, right? So we are ruling out option number A, correct? Option number B, of all the changes introduced by man into the household of nature, large scale nuclear fission is undoubtedly the most dangerous and most profound. Okay, looks promising. Option number B looks promising, but let us look at other options as well. Option number C says the danger to humanity created by the so-called peaceful uses of atomic energy may, however, be much greater. Now, there is a catch. There is a catch in option number C. The problem with option number C is you see the word however. Now, however is a contradictory word. It is used to show contradiction in the word, just like the word but. But however, in spite of, although these are some common words, these are some common conjunctions that are used to show a contradiction in the sentence. Now, this sentence, that's why cannot be the first sentence. So we are also eliminating this option. Now last option, if option number D does not look promising, then obviously we are going to stick with option number B. Option number D. The resultant ionizing radiation has become the most serious agent of pollution of the environment and the greatest threat to man's survival on earth. Okay, then now the very first problem that you see or that you can see in this line is with the word the resultant ionizing. Now, if we are expressing a sentence that something is result of something, okay, so that cannot be the first sentence. Obviously, we need to state due to what reasons it is coming as a result, right? So option number D is also wrong. So let us start this parajumble with option number B, because I think it's a strong and the most obvious choice. Now option number B says, of all the changes introduced by man into the household of nature, controlled large-scale nuclear fission is undoubtedly the most dangerous and most profound. Okay, so we are talking about nuclear fission, something that is man-made, something that is artificial, and that is most dangerous and most profound. Okay, we are showing a possibility, or you can say a type of threat. Now, after option number B, the resultant ionizing radiation, which ionizing radiation? It is an action of nuclear fission. So that is why we can connect option number D with option number B. The resultant ionizing radiation. We know the radiation is a product, is something that is caused by nuclear fission. So we get a clue here that we can connect B and D here. So let us read this sentence. The resultant ionizing radiation has become the most serious agent of pollution of the environment and the greatest threat to man's survival on earth. So B and D looks obvious. Now after B and D we are left with AC or CA. Two options are left. So in this scenario, what should you do is read option number A read option number C and then try to figure out how you can arrange this sentence in a logical way. Now option number A says, but the attention of the layman not surprisingly has been, but the attention of the layman not surprisingly has been captured by the atom bomb, although there is at least a chance that it may never be used again. So we are also showing a different threat. In option number D, we were showing, the author was showing a threat that was caused due to radiation. Okay, now we are also coming up with the author is also coming up with an expression, an explanation that is also caused by nuclear fission, that is atomic bomb. But he is also like condescending. He is actually talking in a condescending tone, that he's saying that okay, it is highly possible, it's unlikely that we are going to use the atomic bomb again. So option number A. Now let us read option number C. The danger to humanity created by the so-called peaceful uses of atomic energy may, however, be much greater. So again, so how you can arrange this word? Now, let me give you a clue. We'll be finding the keywords. What are the keywords that we should look for? First of all, option number B was talking about a threat that is most dangerous and most profound, that was nuclear fission. So option number B is the first sentence. Now, the resultant ionizing radiation has become the most serious agent of pollution. Again, it is connected with option number B, because we all know that ionizing radiation is caused by nuclear fission. So B and D can be the pair. Now, there is also a possibility. First we were talking about pollution. Option number D talks about pollution. The resultant ionizing radiation has become the most agent of pollution. So there are two threats that are caused by nuclear, you can say nuclear reaction. First is pollution, second is atomic bomb. So first we are touching on the part of pollution, then we are going on the part of nuclear bomb, right? So B and D. First, the author is touching the part of pollution, then he is saying, but the attention of the layman not surprisingly has been captured by the atom bomb, although there is at least a chance that it may never be used again. So he is giving a threat, he's giving a clue about a threat that is more dangerous than you can say pollution, but he's also talking in a condescending way. Okay, but it is unlikely that humans are going to use atomic bomb again. Again, option number C says the danger to humanity created by the so-called peaceful uses of atomic energy may, however, be much greater. So again, after showing a threat, after talking about a threat about nuclear bomb, and after abating this threat, like after saying this, okay, we are not going to use it again, he is again touching another point, that the danger to humanity created by so-called peaceful uses of atomic energy. Peaceful uses means what? So we are not going to use atomic bomb, but still the threat prevails. The threat exists. In what form? So the form is being talked about. So the danger to humanity created by the so-called peaceful uses of atomic energy may, however, much be greater. So the answer is B, D, A and C. So I think I have tried my logical level best to explain this PJ in the best possible way, so that it is easy for you to comprehend, it is easy for you to look at the keywords, and it is easy for you to choose or eliminate, right? So let us move on to the next parajumble. So now this is the last parajumble that was asked in CAT 2020 slot 2, and this was very easy. To my surprise, this was very easy. I don't know why CAT did this. I think the CAT did it on purpose. They actually wanted to give two very tough questions and one very easy, not even moderate. I cannot even call this a moderate one. This was very, very easy, right? So let us eliminate the options and select the first sentence that can start the sentence. First option that can start the sentence. Now, option number A, it also has 4 movable auxiliary telescope. What is the subject for it? We don't know why the it word is used and what is it referring to. Now, option number B, completed in 2006, the Very Large Telescope VLT has 4 reflecting telescopes, 8.2 meter in diameter, that can obverse. Obverse means what? See. Obverse means to see, to watch. Okay. That can obverse objects 4 billion times weaker than can normally be seen with the naked eye. Okay. So we are in option number B. We are comparing the potentiality, or you can say the potential of a telescope compared to the human eye, right? Option number C. This configuration enables one to distinguish an astronaut on moon. Okay. So I don't know what configuration is it talking about, because we are not done with the paragraph yet. But as of now, I can understand, I can make out of it that this configuration, whatever the configuration author is talking about, this configuration enables one to distinguish an astronaut on the moon. So I can make this out that through this telescope or with this telescope, we will be able to see a person standing on the moon. Okay, right. Option number D. When these are combined with the large telescopes, they produce what is called interferometry, a simulation of the power of a mirror, 16 m in diameter, I think it's 16 meter in diameter, and the resolution of a telescope of 200 meter, right? So now let us start eliminating and choosing the right one. So I think when these are combined, option number D cannot start a sentence. This configuration, which configuration we don't know. Option number C cannot start a sentence. It also has 4 movable objects. So auxiliary telescope. So option number A cannot also start a sentence. So we are sticking with option number B. Now let us read option number B and start connecting the sentences. Option number B says, completed in 2006, the Very Large Telescope VLT has 4 reflecting telescopes 8.2 meter in diameter that can obverse objects 4 billion times weaker than can normally be seen with the naked eye. Okay. Now, after this, it is talking about, if you can see one thing very carefully, there is a clue that is 8.2 in diameter, 8.2 meter in diameter. Okay. Now, we are actually explaining a characteristic of a telescope that is completed in 2006. The Very Large Telescope has 4 reflecting telescopes, okay, that can obverse objects 4 billion times weaker than normally seen with the naked eye. Okay. Now, it also has something extra. It has something extra features. Now, it also has 4 movable auxiliary telescopes. So apart from having reflecting telescopes, it also has movable auxiliary telescopes. So you can say from this that VLT, that is Very Large Telescope, is a combination of reflecting telescopes and 4 movable auxiliary telescopes, right? So we are connecting B and A. We are getting a pair. Right? Now, this configuration enables one to distinguish an astronaut on the moon. Okay. Still, it looks like a conclusive sentence. After all configuration, when everything is set, when everything is all done, then we can assume that this will be the outcome, that we will be able to see the person on the moon or an astronaut on the moon, right? So this is you can say this is the concluding sentence. Now we can say after A, D will be appropriate option to go for. Okay. When these are combined, what are combined? Just as I said, we are combining reflecting telescopes and 4 movable auxiliary telescopes. So Very Large Telescopes is an amalgamation. It's a combination of 2 different types of telescope. Right? So when these are combined with the large telescopes, they produce what is called interferometry, a simulation of the power of mirror, 16 m in diameter, 16 meter in diameter, and the resolution of a telescope of 200 meter. Now, when everything is all said and done, now this is the result, this is the outcome that you get. This configuration enables one to distinguish an astronaut on the moon. So C will be the last sentence. So I hope you are getting a point. That how easily you can connect the sentences. And this is a question asked by CAT. right? So I hope we are all done with slot 2. Now we will be moving on to the other questions like para summary, odd one out, and RC. So like I started with, I have already, there is already a video, my video on this channel. You can check it out in the playlist. I have discussed every questions, each and every questions of slot 1. I just started with the parajumbles for slot 2, and I'll be moving on slot 3 as well. Okay. So meet you in another session. Till then, happy learning and bye for now. If you like this video, please share and subscribe. Okay. So bye for now.